Absolutely. Life After 50 is a membership-based recreation center designed for older adults in Windsor. So membership age starts at 50, and we offer programs and services that are all designed around staying well, staying fit, being social, and just really enjoying the older adult years of life.
Okay. So what are some of the programs that are currently offered?
All of our programs sort of fall under those categories that I mentioned, the be well, be fit, be social. So we have fitness classes and activities, a whole different range of mobility and fitness levels. So right from people who are just starting to get into exercise all the way up to full body workouts, cardio blast, things like that. We also have a lot of hobbies and recreational program, woodworking, our quilting classes, just a lot of opportunities to get your hands in there and have some fun while working on an activity. And then just some social programs like crafts and cards and playing pool and things like that. So it's all about connecting and staying engaged.
Okay. So if someone retires, they could learn a new skill maybe that they've been wanting to tackle perhaps?
Yeah, what we find is that folks that come to our organization, first of all, are surprised by the scope, the number of activities, the types of activities, the sort of the broad selection of things that are available. And we tend to see folks that either have a lifelong hobby that they want to continue to do, and perhaps they've downsized or other things, and so we're able to provide that outlet for them. And also folks that want to learn something new. We have a lapidary program, which is a jewelry making program, and many of those participants is maybe an interest, but they've never had the opportunity to do before, and so a lot of folks there are really exploring something for the first time and developing a skill, whereas say the wood shop or some of our crafter programs, they might be lifelong hobbies that they're now doing in a different environment. It's very social, they're learning and also in continuing to enjoy a hobby that they maybe have often had for a long time. So it's but as Caitlin said, it's really about the social experiences. We talk about people coming to our organization get three things. They do an activity, they might build something, they might create something, but really they're there to socially interact, to keep cognitively and stimulated and physically active, and that's really what it's all about.
So what are some of the benefits for the members? What success stories have you kind of seen as a result of this programming?
I have a poem that I keep taped to the printer in my office that was written by one of our members who joined after her husband passed, and she was quite depressed for a long period of time, and it was through the insistence of her children actually that she came to our organization a number of years ago. And I can't recite it verbatim, but I look at it every day and it reminds me of the work that we do and why we're there. And it essentially talks about it's a place where she has found friends, she has found companions, and she's found a reason to get up in the morning and come out and be in the community. And at its core, that's a really important value. And so we have lots of, I think, stories that parallel to that. But we also see as the demographics change and there's more people moving into their retirement years, sort of higher percentage of our population, that we're really diversifying. Later in the show, we have a couple that are going to talk with you, and we have way more couples part of our organization than we used to. And we have younger, older adults than maybe we traditionally had. And so there's some shifts that way that are changing what we do and how we do it, because we want to remain relevant to all of the audiences that we cater to.
Well, there's an aging population, and Windsor-Essex is an area where a lot of people choose to retire for our climate and the wonderful community that we have. So do you see this as being an integral part of keeping our community bustling and vibrant?
I think we're an important part of that cog. I mean, there's lots of other, a variety of services, obviously, for older adults, everything from, I know our wine industry attracts people as well, and other things. But I think Life After 50 is an important piece of that puzzle for folks. We have a wide variety of programming, and we talked about our different centers, how we have our West Side Center, which is a building we own and is more folks come there daily or come there for long periods of time. We have an East Side Center located at the WFCU Center, which tends to be a little bit more where folks come, do an activity, and leave. It's
like
not
a drop-in?
More of, well, not almost like a class, right? That class sort of, you go to the fitness center and you do your workout and then you leave kind of thing. It's not all of that, but it's closer than our other center. And then we have programs out in the town of Lakeshore or the Atlas Tube Center, which are very much just sort of you come for a particular class, fitness class, walking, pickleball, what have you. And so we're trying to meet the needs of all of the different audiences, and we think we're doing it.
I think one way that we've seen the fact that people are looking to move to Windsor and looking at what's available in Windsor if they're choosing it as a retirement committee or community, one way that we've seen that is through the hits on our website. We can see that there are a number of individuals checking from other cities across Ontario, around the world, and so you can kind of assume that they're doing some research into where they might settle in their retirement years, and knowing that there are these types of programs and services available, and that it is a very vibrant place to live for older adults